Yes, today is going to be a very special reading session because till now we were reading the description of the creation of the Lord. Such a wonderful description, the mountain, and we have read last two. I think last Saturday, Sunday we started, and the wonderful description of Trikuta Mountain, the ocean of milk, and then there is also ocean of milk. The description, seven oceans we saw. And even in this Trikuta mountain, the kind of opulences are there, and the natural scenery, the creation, and that's how we appreciated how the creation of the Lord is so glorious that actually nobody can match it. So many scientists, so many people, they are trying to get it, but nobody is able to match the creation of the Lord. So now even the demigods want to come to this place just to do some enjoyment. Basically, the sporting happens no even in the ocean, in the material world. Here, ocean of salt, ocean is there. Here also people come to sport and all. So same thing happened in the ocean of milk also. People used to come in just to sport, play, and that's how basically some holiday trip and all. But this particular holiday was unexpected because the holiday turned into a nightmare because the calamity is going to come now. So the elephant has entered into that Ritumat garden with all his elephants, she elephant, and many of the children and everyone, all the relatives. Basically, he is the king of the elephant. So now we are going to read ahead. We are going to read ahead now that what it happens and how he is caught by the crocodile. Okay, so I'm sharing you the Srimad Bhagavatam. We are, I think,
yes, so 24 completed.
24th completed.
Yes.
This is over. Catching scent of the elephant, all other elephants fled in fear.
No.
The Chamari deer also fled. Is this
Yes,
over?
this is also over.
Okay. What about this? Animals like foxes, wolves, buffaloes, bears. This is also over. Huh?
This left out.
This is not done.
Not over, no?
This also done, yeah.
It's done or not done?
Gopu charts, it is done.
Done, no? Okay. Then 23, 24. This I think we have to start.
Translation, you can see that. This is not done.
Okay. Okay, let us recite this verse. सागर मतप्ता करिभि करेनु भेद कृतो मदच्युत्कर भय नुद्रत गिरिं गरिं न परिता प्रकम्पयन् निषेव्यमानोलिकुलैर्मदाशनै सरोनिलं पङ्कजरेणुरूषितम् जिघ्रन् विद्दूरान्मदविव्वलेक्षणः. You want English? Okay.
Yes.
See the second one. Last you can see. Vrita swayuthena trisharaditena tat. सरोवराभ्यासम् अथागमद्रुतम् Yes, Satyam Pro, translation.
Surrounded surrounded by the herds of other elephants, including females, and followed by the young ones. Gajpati, the leader of elephants, hid complete trembled all around because of the weight of his body. He was perspiring, liquor dripped from his mouth, and his vision was overwhelmed by intoxication. He was being served by bumblebees who drank honey, and from distance he could smell the dust of lotus flowers, which was carried from the lake by the breezes. These, thus surrounded by his associates who were afflicted by thirst, he soon arrived at the bank of the lake.
Yeah, surrounded by the herds, other elephants, including female elephants, followed by the young ones, Gajapati, the leader of the elephants. So Gajendra, in his previous life, he was
Indradumna
Indradumna Maharaj, King Indradumna. So King Indradumna, and now he took the birth as an elephant, and in here also he became the king of the elephants. So that is how the things. Huh?
King is transformed.
No, king is same. Only thing the body is changed. So he made Trikuta mountain tremble all around because of the weight of his body. And even in the last time while reading, we discussed how he was so powerful that when he was walking through some place, like he is going, and in between some plants or some trees will come, he will just uproot it and throw it away. So that was his power.
To impress.
Yeah, to impress or whatever. Basically, he wanted to show his power. And then he was going like that, uprooting all the trees and whatever was coming in between, just smash it and go ahead. That was the power of Gajendra. And here it is said that even the Trikuta mountain, it's such a, we have seen the beauty of the mountain, having three peaks, gold, silver, and iron, and so many jewelries are also there on those mountains. And that mountain is now trembling because of the weight of this elephant, because he's walking so, it's like it is entire that mountain is shaking because of him. And he was perspiring. Basically, he was intoxicated also. And he was served by bumblebees to drink honey. And from a distance, he could smell the dust of lotus flowers, which was carried by the lake of breeze. And that's how he soon arrived at the bank of the lake in which the crocodile is there. So let us go to the next sloka. Vigaya tasmin Mritambo nirmalam
Vigaya tasmin amritambo nirmalam
Hemarabindotpala nirenurushitam Paponikamam nijapushkarodhadritam
Papavunikamam nijapushkarodhatam
Atmanamadhi snapayan gataklama
Atmanamadhi snapayan gataklama.
Atmanam advisanapayan daklama.
Yes, Jitendra.
Yes, translation. The king of the elephants entered the lake, bathed thoroughly, and was relieved of his fatigue. Then, with the aid of his trunk, he drank the old, clear nectarian water, which was mixed with the dust of lotus flowers and water lilies, until he was fully satisfied.
Yeah, king of elephants, he entered the lake, bathed thoroughly, and was relieved of his fatigue. So after traveling long distance, when one takes bath, he feels very relieved from all the fatigue, especially when one takes in the natural lake like that, the rivers. Then, with the aid of his trunk, he drank water. So elephant drinks with the help of his trunk. And then clear nectarian water, which was mixed with the dust of lotus flowers and water lilies. So all the Bhagavatam gives the thorough description how he drank the water. It was like mixed with lilies and lotus flowers, and he was fully satisfied. Bhagavatam describes thoroughly. Means he doesn't just tell the main incidences, but even the details very nicely explained. Sapushkareno dhritashikarām buddhir Nipayayan samsnapayan yatha grihi
Nipayayan samsnapayan yatha.
Agree.
गृणीकरेणु करभांश्च दुर्मदो
विनीकरेणु करभांश दुर्मदो
नाचष्ट कृष्णं कृपणो जमायया
नाशस्तकृष्णं कृपणो जमायया
Yes, Avinash, translation.
Hare Krishna, bro. Like a human being who lacks spiritual knowledge and is too attached to the members of his family, the elephant, being illusioned by the external energy of Krishna, had his wives and children bathe and drink the water. Indeed, he raised water from the lake and with his trunk sprayed it over them. He did not mind the hard labor involved in this endeavor.
Yeah, so here Shukdev Goswami is telling that human being who lacks spiritual knowledge, so like that, he's too attached to family members. The elephant, being illusioned by the external energy of Krishna, had his wives and children bathe and drink the water. He raised water from the lake with his tongue and spread it over them. So basically, this is the attachment, because when the husband is very much attached to the wife and children, then he has said he did not mind the hard labor involved in the endeavor. So one has to actually undergo a lot of hard labor. Even in this world, we see that if in a family the husband is the one who is earning member, so he goes the whole day, slogs hard, gets some money, and then he earns. And you see the children and wife, they just like take. Of course, yeah. Of course, the wife cooks also, and everyone has their own roles. But if you see the main earning member is the husband only. But then, and he has to do a lot of undergo a lot of labor, because he has to go deal with the people in the company sometimes, some boss problem or some subordinates problem, or sometimes traveling, and different issues are there. But he did not mind the hard labor, because then he is happy by seeing because of the attachment to the family members, he just want them to be happy, and if they are happy, he is able to give them something. So that is how he gets that pleasure. So he did not mind the hard labor. So this is how. But basically, these people, those who are lack spiritual knowledge, they think that only satisfying family members is the only goal of life, or that is the only thing, me and my family. So one gets caught up in only just a small family, not thinking about the entire world or even themselves also, how they can come to Krishna consciousness. So they are only worried about their own enjoyment, me, my family. Okay, let us go to this place, that place, and just roam around and come back, and that's it. So there is no higher goal of life. And that's why it is said here that lacking spiritual knowledge. So we also do the same things, but we go to Dham. We go to Dham, we take bath in the ocean, like Jagannath Puri, we have ocean also. We also take bath. But then the consciousness is not like, okay, fun, play, or those things. The consciousness is because, okay, Lord has taken bath in this place. So let me also go. I will also get some mercy of the Lord. Because this is Charnamrit of the Lord. So we take bath in that way. So the consciousness is the main difference. So devotees also do the same things, all these activities, but the consciousness is very different. And whenever they go to any dham, they will always go with some more devotees. So in that way, it is not just one family or something. They are taking care of. Sometimes one family, like in the devotee circle, one family will take so many other families also, and they will lead. The husband will give class, the wife cooks prasadam, and all the people they attend, especially when they are in initial level. And when they grow, then they also start contributing in services, and they nicely manage like that. So, but here the center is Krishna. But outside people also do the same thing, but they do only for their own enjoyment. So that's why it is a Shrama Evahi Kevalam. So much hard labor is done. He may not mind, but actually it is useless, because Shrama Evahi Kevalam. Yeah. It is not much useful. But the same things when it is done for Krishna consciousness, keeping Krishna in the center, keeping devotional activities, devotional services, then one gets much benefit, eternal benefit. So that is the most important. Text 27. Tam tatra kashyan nrupachaiva dochodito
तं तत्र कश्यन् नृपदैव शोधितो
graho baliyanscharane rushagrahet
ग्राहो बलीयांश्चरणे रुषाग्रहे
yadrishyaivam vyasanam gato gajo
यदृश्यैवं व्यसनं गतो गजो
yatha balam soti balo vichakrame.
यथा बलं सोऽधिबलो
Yes, Arvind, through translation.
Right, so, translation.
Yeah.
By the arrangement of providence, O king, a strong crocodile was angry at the elephant and attacked the elephant leg in the water. The elephant was here sent by providence.
Yeah, by the arrangement of the providence. A strong crocodile was angry at the elephant. Basically, what happened? Here, the elephant was playing in the water. Elephant, he was throwing water on his family members and all because they did not enter. They were there only because maybe small baby elephants will be there. So they said, okay, you will be there. I'll put water from here. So he was alone only in that lake, and then he was putting water. So it was like very much unstable, that very disturbing situation in the lake. And then crocodile just came out. Hey, what is happening? Who is this person? He got angry and he just caught the leg of elephant, Gajendra. Not crocodile caught the leg of Gajendra. So without even thinking that who is this, is the king of elephants, or when the death comes, it doesn't see who is who. Basically, the death is going to come for everyone. Death will not say, oh, this is maybe the prime minister of a country. How can I take him? Okay, spare him. Let us take other thieves and rogues and other people. So it never happens like that. Death comes for everyone, whoever he may be. So, and the will of providence is so strong that one will be forced to die. Even though people say that, no, I am the controller, I can do anything. But when the will of providence comes, there nothing is helpful. They are just forced by the laws of nature to leave this world. Otherwise, people are so attached. They don't want to even leave a single piece of land. I remember our one relative was there. Some, I think they made the wall little bit this side. So the owner, that side neighbor, they so much they made a halla gulla, big uproar. They said it cannot be. So either you give money, some I think 10,000 or 20,000, you give that. Otherwise, we will break the entire wall. So that was their thing. So people fight for simple, small piece of land or even the property. So much attachment is there. And we see that as soon as death comes, that so-called attachment, even though they say, no, I don't want to go, but they are forced by the nature that you have to leave everything. There is no other option only. They have to leave sometimes in the what we say, in the youth only they have to leave. Some people leave in the middle age. Whenever death can come anytime, the death call can come to anyone at any time. That is not known that at any specific point of time it is going to come. So it is very. And now one may say, okay, my relatives are there, my friends are there, they will say me, I have done so much for, like this elephant, he was taking care of the family members so much. One may say, no, that oh, they will help me whenever the time is there. They will help me whenever difficulties come. But in case of Gajendra, it did not happen because they could not do anything. It will come now. Prabhupada will tell ahead that even though he did so much for the family members, they could do only one thing. What was that?
Right.
Yeah, they could only cry. They could not do anything else. Just cry that oh, our Gajendra is going. So they could not do anything else. So this is the harsh reality of this world, but that's how the world is designed. We are not a permanent member of this place. This is a foreign place for us, and everyone has to leave one day. So once what happened? No, there was one family. The son had gone to. He got a number America. He got admission in some US university like that. The boy started. He was at home only. He took the blessings of parents, everyone, relatives, and all. And then he left for the flight. He had the flight from India to America, direct flight. It takes around 18 hours by flight only. And the flight, you can't. There is no mobile. Nothing is on. Then when he left, as soon as he left, suddenly the father got heart attack and father left. And then he just boarded the flight that time. He didn't even knew that father has left. And they tried to contact him. They went to the airport trying to tell that, oh, don't go, stay something. But by that time he had already gone inside. And the flight has already departed us. And then they thought how to do. Now everybody was crying. The father has left, and all the relatives came. Everybody was there. But now they cannot contact because the person is going to America. 18 hours. 18 hours means 18 hours he has to keep the body also. Now they were waiting when he will reach and we will call and all. They were all eager when we will tell, because this is a crucial period. The son has to be there when the father departs. So then they tried all the things, nothing happened. They tried to contact through some airlines and all, but nothing was possible. By the time, and when he reached there, then he got the news. As soon as he reached that place, immediately got the phone call, missed calls, messages, and so much. Then he called and he was fully into emotional outburst, was coming, crying, nothing, what can be done. And then he thought, oh, now I have to go back. How can I be here? Now I have to again go back. He had some college admission to be taken and all, but he said nothing doing. Father has left, so I have to at least go final rites, I have to perform. And then he has to take, but there is no direct flight available. All the flights were already booked. Then he had to go from one country to another to like that. Somehow we went. After 3 days, he reached there. So, and by that somehow they preserved the body and all. But it was such a the thing. Just imagine, such situation. Will of providence is so strong that anything can happen anytime. He never must have expected while leaving that this is going to happen, with the father is immediately going to leave or something. So things can happen anyway, and nothing is under our control. So things are so this material world is designed in that way. So we have to be very, very careful, and best is whatever time we have is best utilized in Krishna consciousness. Because death is going to come to anyone, and that is not going to stop. Even he goes to America or doesn't go, the death is going to come for any person. So only thing we can do is we can utilize that opportunity in Krishna consciousness. So when we do that, then there is a guarantee that we are saved, we are protected, because Krishna only assures that Neha Vikramana Shusti Pratyavayana Vidyate Swalpam Apyas Dharmasya Trayato Mahatubhaya. I will save you from the most dangerous type of fear, even if little devotional service if one has done. So our safety is guaranteed in that way. So people do LIC, Bima, different policies they keep. But when death comes, no policies are useful. Of course, money will come, the family members and all, they will get money, but then the person doesn't have any. So main policy is practicing Krishna consciousness. That is the best policy. Okay, next verse 28. Tathaturam yatu patim kare navo Vikrishyamanam tarasa baliyasa Vichukrushri Hrudina dhairo pare gaja Parshni grahastare itum na chashakan. Yes, Ashish.
Thereafter, seeing Gajendra in that grave condition, his wife felt very, very sorry and began to cry. The other elephants wanted to help Gajendra, but because of the crocodile's great strength, they could not rescue him by grasping him from behind.
Yeah. So Gajendra, they could only cry, wives and all. And other elephants, they wanted to save also, but crocodile was very strong. So Prabhupada writes in the next purport that basically whichever is our place, our home place, they are very strong in that. So water was a natural place for crocodile. So that's why he was very strong. Whereas for elephant, water was a foreign place. He is strong in, we have seen his power, uprooting all the trees and everything. For crocodile, you can just put it, but the jaws of crocodile is very big. When he catches, then to remove it's not so easy. What he could do also, it is all the blood is coming and everything. So he could not do anything. So very great strength. Crocodile is very strong when he is in the water, and elephant was weak because he was inside the water. He could not do much. He was like, it is very unstable platform also. he cannot do like that. So the strength of crocodile was more than the elephant because elephant was in foreign place. नियुध्यतोरेवमिमे इवेन्द्र नक्रयोर् विकर्षतोरन्तरतो बहिर्मितः समासहस्रं व्यगमन् महीपते सप्राणयोश्चित्रं ममंसतामरा Yes, Sagar Pro, translation.
Krishna Prabhuji. O king, that elephant and the crocodile fought in this way, pulling one another in and out of the water. For 1,000 years,
1,000
upon
years.
seeing the fight, the demigods were, 1,000 years. Upon seeing the fight, the demigods were very surprised.
O king, the elephant and the crocodile fought in this way for how many years?
1,000 years. Fighting.
Huh?
1,000.
Fighting 1,000. 1,000. 1,000 years.
Lunch break too.
He was getting lunch. Crocodile was getting lunch because crocodile was getting the juice of the what do you say? The blood of elephant. He was getting that. So he was getting stronger and stronger, and because of no food for Gajendra, he was getting weaker and weaker.
His family members are there only.
They were also there.
Human years or celestial years?
They have bigger number of. This is a Bharat version. They are in Bhumandal only. Celestial only we can see. It's like a heavenly planet.
Good question.
It's not a earthly planet. It's 1,000 years. There, our lifetime is only 100 years. What to speak of? We immediately
He's
get
asking place of incident.
Bhumandala.
America or something. No.
So like that, for 1,000 years it went on fight. Can you imagine 1,000 years? And by this time the Gajendra had become very weak, emaciated, no strength at all. And now he was about to die. But let us see what happens exactly at this time. I don't know whether we will be able to lead or not, but
He could have feasted some other animal also when he is not like 1,000 years of weight.
Yeah, why 1,000 years process?
Yeah, exactly, bro. He could have eaten another animal also, like deer and all. But 1,000 years of weight, that too with the blood only.
yeah.
In the meantime, he could have taken the flesh of other animal. Tiger.
How much blood he'll get? 1,000 years
We should not apply for logic. What is given in Bhagavatam, we have to just follow. For us, it is a very big period, 1,000 years. Like for the ant also, if he says, why is somebody is in ventilator for a day or 3 days, 2 days or something in ICU, the ant will also say the same thing. 2 days, why so such a long period? We have only few hours of life. According to them, few hours of life. According to them, the person is ICU for 1,000 years only.
Yeah.
So we may feel that 1,000 years is very big, but according to the elephant, it may be very small only because their lifetime is so big.
Then it must be our time only, 1,000 years.
Our time is? No, their time is different than our time. It is said in the heavenly planets, our one day, daytime is equal to their 1 day is equal to our 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
And one night is equal to 6 months.
Yeah.
Means when we complete 1 year, they complete only 1 day.
Yeah.
So that's how. So this also applies. I think heavenly planet is given. This I think also must be same. And the other, because ocean of milk, they are also like heavenly planets also only in this. Okay, going next. Text 30. ततो गजेन्द्रस्य मनोबलोजसाम् कालेन दीर्घेन महाबुधव्ययः विकृष्यमानस्य जले वसीदतो विपर्ययो भूतसकलं जलौकसः Okay. Varun Pro.
Hare Krishna. Translation. Thereafter, because of being pulled into the water and the fighting for many long years, the elephant became diminished in his mental, physical, and sensual strength. The crocodile, on the contrary, being an animal of the water, increased in enthusiasm, physical strength, and sensual power.
The elephant became diminished in his mental, physical, sensual strength. And animal, what happened to crocodile?
Got more
And his enthusiasm increased.
physical strength and
Sensual power. Purport, yes.
In the fighting between the elephant and the crocodile, the difference was that although the elephant was extremely powerful, he was in a foreign place, in the water. During 1000 years of fighting, he could not get any food, and under the circumstances, his bodily strength diminished. And because his bodily strength diminished, his mind also became weak and his senses less powerful. The crocodile, however, being an animal of the water, had no difficulties. He was getting food and was therefore getting mental strength and sensual encouragement. Thus, while the elephant became reduced in strength, the crocodile became more and more powerful. Now, from this we may take the lesson that in our fight with Maya, we should not be in a position in which our strength, enthusiasm, and senses will be unable to fight vigorously. Our Krishna consciousness movement has actually declared war against the illusory energy, in which all the living entities are rotting in a false understanding of civilization. The soldiers in this Krishna consciousness movement must always possess physical strength, enthusiasm, and sensual power. To keep themselves fit, they must therefore place themselves in a normal condition of life. What constitutes a normal condition will not be the same for everyone, and therefore there are divisions of Varnashrama: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. Especially in this age, Kali Yuga, it is advised that no one takes sannyasa. Quote Brahma Vaivarta Purana. From this we can
Ashwamedam Gavalambam Sanyasam Pala Paitrikam Devarena Sutotpattim Kalau Pancha Vivarjayet.
From this we can understand that in this age the sannyasa ashrama is forbidden because people are not strong. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed us an example in taking sannyasa at the age of 24 years, but even Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya advised Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to be extremely careful because he had taken sannyasa at an early age. For preaching, we give young boys sannyasa, but actually it is being experienced that they are not fit for sannyas. There is no harm. However, if one thinks that he is unfit for sannyas, if he is very much agitated sexually, he should go to the ashrama where sex is allowed, namely the Grihastha ashram. That one has been found to be very weak in one place does not mean that he should stop fighting the crocodile of Maya. One should take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, as we shall see Gajendra do. And at the same time, one can be a grihastha if he is satisfied with sexual indulgence. There is no need to give up the fight. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore recommended Sthane Sthita Shruti Gatam Tanu Van Manobihi. One may stay in whichever ashrama is suitable for him. It is not essential that one take sannyas. If one is sexually agitated, he can enter the Grihastha ashram, but one must continue fighting. For one who is not in a transcendental position, to take sannyas artificially is not a very great credit. If sannyas is not suitable, one may enter the Grihastha ashram and fight Maya with great strength, but one should not give up the fighting and go away.
Yeah, this was about sannyas and grasthashram. So basically, one has to, according to one's nature, one has to join particular ashrama. Like some will be, for some, the nature of brahmachari nature suits a lot. For some, grastha nature only suits. So if they go in another direction, like a brahmachari, a person who is supposed to become brahmachari, if he enters a married life, then his married life will be, what do we say, chaos. It will be hell, because if in married life he acts like a brahmachari, then everybody will be upset with him, all his family members and all. And if grastha, instead of joining like a person who is fit for grastha, but he enters the brahmachari ashram, then all brahmacharis will be will be like what do we say?
Hell.
Huh?
Again hell.
Yeah, basically he will be too much demanding and this and that. He will not be able to leave the life of ashrama. So then that is also not good for him. So that's why according to one's nature, one should settle in particular ashrama. So that's what here it is said that so in our scriptures we have both examples. We have people who have taken sannyas, became pure devotees. We have people who have taken devotees who have become grahasthas. They also perfected their lives. So whichever ashrama suits one to practice spiritual life good, that is what. So basically, whatever ashram helps you to go closer to Krishna, one should take it. So that is the most important. Another thing was mentioned here is foreign place. Here it is said, from this we can understand, take the lesson that in our fight with Maya, we should not be in a position in which our strength, enthusiasm, senses will be unable to fight vigorously. So what is that position? Anyone can tell? What are these positions where our enthusiasm, sometimes we see that strength is diminished, senses are becoming weak, and the enthusiasm has reduced while fighting with Maya. What is that place?
Staying at home sometimes.
Home place, correct. When we stay at home, so it is actually, if the parents are not devotees, then it is like a battlefield, because in home TV is going on, various news channels, various movies, and different things are going on. So if a person is not cautious, then he will get into. So that's why one has to be very careful when one stays at home. So yeah, that is correct. That is a foreign place, we can say, even though it is our home, but still that is foreign place, because our original home is spiritual world, and we see in this home that spiritual activities are not going on. So this is also foreign place for us, and lot of things will be. Sometimes some relatives will come, they will eat non-veg and different things. So that is like very, a person may get disturbed and contaminated in that way. Okay, any other place?
Workplaces.
No? Workplace, yeah. Yes. Praveen? Office place, huh? Any other?
Sometimes for preaching, if you go somewhere, then
Yeah.
or something.
Correct. So company, workplace, or office. So we see that that is also, because that is a foreign place for us. We are devotees staying in association or with devotees, but then almost in a day, maximum time we stay in company. Morning you get up, you chant and all, but then maximum time from 9 to 6, 9 hours company takes you. Like I remember when I was working in my company, there was one boy just joined. He used to tell me about his things, what he does, and all. I said, I don't want to hear why. He used to tell, and he said he used to smoke cigarettes also. There was smoking zone, used to go and cigarette, and he was telling that he does every day a dozen cigarettes he smoke every day. He has the habit, means, and he said even in his room, all the roommates they do like that. And I was first time I heard this thing. I said don't tell him more. So basically people also, and he said this is the least. Sometimes we take even double of this is.
List.
Least 12, minimum 12 they take. Smoking cigarettes and all. You heard about anyone doing like that?
My room partner used to do marijuana.
Yeah, so these people are so addicted, and they don't, basically they just want some intoxication, forget the miseries of this world. So we chant for that. They get into these many things. I don't know, we have to check whether he's still there or something has happened, because I 2013 it was when I was working. That time he was still, that time it was such. So now I don't know, must be getting some diseases because of that. Because the more you smoke, your lungs get affected. It gets dried up inside, and then one cannot breathe also properly later on. Lung cancer comes because of smokes only. And even the cigarette packet is written, smoking is injurious to health. They know also. Still,
even before movies, they show the whole graphics. They will show that the person got
they in the, I think cigarette packet also photo is there, no? Still people take it. So this is how the illusion is there. When people get attached to something, they cannot give it up. Okay, office place, any other place?
relatives house.
Relatives home. Yeah, they, for sometimes parents know, okay, this person does not take. So yeah, so then relatives home also.
Facebook distribution on roads.
Anyone from online? Any examples of foreign place where we get tested? or we can become like, our condition can become like Gajendra, who's almost going to fall down.
Old friends. Old friends.
Old friends, yeah. That when you go home, the old friends, because you had initially very nice, thick friendship with them. Now that you came to Krishna consciousness, you don't have that. You have got another friends now. But then that friend sometimes may pull you back to the material things and all. So that may happen. So that's why either bring them to Krishna consciousness, otherwise keep distance.
Old photos
Should
and
not. No, we should delete them.
Practical implementation.
Yeah. Old photos, because they can just take us in the flashback, can go back and again get into those things. Then again we come in devotee circle, again we get another flashback, again come here. So that should not be our condition. We should be in the present. Okay, the term LIC used, so just got remember their motto. What is the motto?
जीवन के साथ भी जीवन के बाद
जीवन के साथ भी जिंदगी के साथ भी जिंदगी के बाद.
second pro is to express it.
Yeah, wonderful. So, but that is not correct. जीवन के साथ भी ठीक है, but जीवन के बाद actually जीवन के साथ भी नहीं रहता, because they don't get benefit till the time they are alive. They keep paying the LIC policy money every month. They pay some thousands and rupees like that, and they don't get it. Is just going on in something. It is like a dark well. You keep putting and nothing comes out. And when you die, they say, okay, now you take. But nobody is there to take. Neither जीवन के बाद भी नहीं और जीवन के साथ भी नहीं. दोनों is not there. Maybe this what the relatives may get, but they say, what is the use of money? His person is only not there. Office parties, get together functions. Yeah, Avinash is experienced in this. Experience means, of course, he has saved himself from that. But there are chances in the parties, and especially they say that no, you have to come. Like there was one boy was there. He actually never showed about his being a devotee to his colleagues and his boss and all. So they never knew that okay, he is following something. He just was trying to avoid. He used to make a one kantimala. He used to present as if he's just a non-devotee. He was not speaking anything that I'm following this, I'm not eating this, not that. So then they were thinking, why is like this? Okay, let us give some. So when his birthday was there, they forcefully they every time they were trying, but he was not, like, just to hide and but not doing anything. So then when his birthday was there, they brought a cake, and it was the cake was having egg, and forcefully they fed him. And he was devotee. Later, then and somehow he was saying, no. They forcefully, like two people got the hold of that devotee and they fed him. And then he wrote big mail. Rasham Bro was telling this. A big mail to Rasham Bro. He said, Prabhuji, I have fallen into the darkest region of hell. I have got this, I have fallen, this, that. Many things he started. Prabhuji, what happened? He said, actually, this company, this thing happened. They say, oh, they will not know, Prabhuji. I never told them anything about me. He said, that was the mistake. But I clearly told them that I don't take it. That they are not a child that somebody has to force you and feed you something. If you could have just told that, this is what I follow, and so people will respect actually. If you say that I don't eat non, there are many people who don't eat non-veg, who don't take. There are. So he could have told them directly instead of trying to. So they forced him to take, and he could not do anything after that. So that's how one should be very careful. So yeah. Any other place you were telling about book distribution? Yeah. So sometimes we go for preaching on the name of doing preaching, spreading the name of Krishna and doing that. Sometimes we may get carried away. So once one facilitator, because in the college preaching we had to go to the hostel also. Of course, this facilitator was also like just came to Krishna consciousness from some few months or like that, maybe 7-8 months like that. So he was also not very experienced. It was his first time to go and preach in the hostel, and with him his senior could not come. He was alone. So sometimes senior comes with the trainee mentor, and sometimes he may not come. The trainee person only goes. So this devotee also went. He went to the hostel and he wanted to carry all cookie, prasadam, and everything. The beads. Where are the beads? Braids. Yeah. Praveen Crow has brought for all the Game Boys. Those who first time come in case they want bits. Today Saturday program is there.
So there will be some battles in that category.
So that's how he started getting. So what example I was telling?
Then they carry out the cookies, sweets, and everything.
He carried. He went to the hostel with the facilitators. What do you want?
Bro, batteries. Bro, we have to stand.
Here, you have to stand.
Yes. Slowly.
First, second, third.
Third no.
Then you can give drawing. We have time also almost over. So I will just end this example and we are ending with our today's discussion. So what happened is this facilitator went with the just to preach the boy, but after going he saw that the boy was watching some movie or something recently released movie, and he went and he saw, the particular name. How are you? I am very nice. Oh, very wonderful movie has come. Can you see, bro? Please come. And that boy only took him, and the devotee said, no. Okay, what is? And he started. He also end up in watching the movie only. Then he understood, what I had done. After half an hour, he got the call of his the main facilitator. He said, hey, where are you, bro? What happened? It's been taking long time for you. Then he was shaking. What is this? What I had done? Then immediately packed up. He said, I'm going. Just went off from there. So this may happen because, of course, that's why we have to be careful. Not let such thing happen only. So this is a small thing. One can end up in big trouble also. There are people who end up in big trouble. I can't give those examples, but one has to be very careful in this way. And so these things will happen. Foreign placements, even if you are going to some hostel or for preaching, even for book distribution, it is always advised that we should go with one more devotee. We should not go alone. Because alone going means there are a lot of dangers. Anything can happen. We are devotees. No, devotees already rare species. They are destroyed, then gone. So we have to be very careful. Wherever we go, we may, of course, one-to-one only we have to distribute books, but at least go together with devotees, then go distribute some things, come back to, and so that's how we have to deal. And never go in a secluded place somewhere to just distribute something. The common public you distribute, that is very good. If you are going to hostel for book distribution, it's always recommended that you should go with one more devotee with us. So 2 pairs should go. That is good.
So in subtle level also, even if we are in front of water, our mind will go also.
Yeah.
There also a chance for it.
But like our place is natural place only.
Like our mind, it's flickering.
So that we have to. That we have to take the help. No? That's why we chant with devotees. No, so later sometimes thoughts come here, there. We are thinking. Devotee immediately understands. Hey, chant. Your chanting is. I'm not able to hear you clearly. People, some devotees see whether you are chanting properly or not. They hear also that. Whether Hare Krishna mantra, they say, Prabhu, I have today you chanted. The one Hare was missing. So like that, people will say like in that. So devotees sometimes will say, what is this? Every time he is just giving me, I don't sit with him, I'll sit some far away. But then in one sense that is good also. So, and that's why we keep doing our sadhana. It's not that we are empty. Our mind should not be empty. So whenever we are reciting prayers also, we should meaningfully recite it. So our consciousness should be very good. When we are talking, when we are reading books, when we are hearing, so nicely absorb also, make notes and very nicely, thoroughly prepare for it. Then we can be saved. So we have to prepare for the war. We are going in the battlefield. Otherwise, we will be shoot. Persons will shoot us and will be left.
Being alone with phone also.
Yeah, being alone with phone. Here also Temple is selling social media. Without Kaspersky Sky, parental control. Yeah. So in our centers, we generally have parental control in everybody's mobile. Means they can't, even if they are alone, they can't access anything because they can't access only. So that's why one has to be very careful. Especially the application, YouTube, browsing. Sometimes it just, our time goes. Sometimes one may get deviated into some wrong sites and wrong videos and all. So one has to be very careful in that way. So mobile that is also foreign place. Sometimes we may stay in our place, but still our mind may be in foreign place. So that is also not proper. So we will become weak like Gajendra. And Gajendra at least got saved later. reciting the prayers. But here we are not able to recite also because we were not Indrananda Maharaj in the last life. So we may get carried away and then that's it. One day come to know that this devotee is gone, left Krishna consciousness. Blooped, they say. So that should not happen. Okay, so thank you very much. We actually now till now the many verses they were having only translation, like the description and like that. Now this verse had a big purport, and the further verses have big purports. Yes. So we are going to get a lot of lessons from Srila Prabhupada. I think one verse we can have one classes. One verse can have multiple classes also. Like Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the first canto, first chapter, first verse he took for 1 month. Classes on first verse of Bhagavatam only. He did not go only. People were expecting, "Arey, abhi to aayega 10th canto, Rasalila, something will come." He did not go beyond the Janmadhyasya Yata Anvat. So that's how he was there only. So there are so much to speak on each verse. Okay, so thank you all very much. We end our today's discussion here. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Sagar Pro, Arvind Pro, Ashish Pro,
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Avinash Pro, San Pro,
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Varun Pro, Umang Pro, Jitendra Pro, Pranit Pro, Naman Pro, Amarnath Pro. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for taking class.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Tomorrow we'll continue our discussion.